Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, George. Can you hear me?
We certainly can. And audio back to you, okay?
Very good.
Excellent. Well, I've got a packed room here of teachers from Interlochen. And what I'd like to do is just step up to my camera for a moment, and I'll pan the room to introduce you. I don't know all of their names yet, so I'm not going to introduce them individually. But there's our room.
Great.
It's like, oh yeah, they can't see us.
Oh, they're all waving over here too, George. I better pan my camera. All right. Not quite as many, but there you have it.
Well, we saw a lot of torsos there.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, well, delighted to be with your audience this morning. Just for the explanation of my audience here, I'm not doing anything fancy with the microphone. My voice is just being picked up by the built-in microphone of my computer. When I did this same sort of presentation last week at Messiah College, I was up on stage and used a wireless lavalier, and you can get fancier like that. My camera is a Logitech HD webcam, plugs into the USB into my computer. I've got a second camera on my computer I could use as well, but obviously this is on a tripod and this is nice to do. So Joe, let's switch over to the Internet MIDI program.
Okay.
And I'm just going to show my audience that I am connected locally to this program. You should have seen keys animating on the screen. And if I click keys on my screen, here. So I know that my piano is in two-way conversation with the computer, and now this program is going to become in two-way conversation with the one at the other end. And we have a buddy system here within this program that's very much like Skype. My buddy name at the moment is Piano Bench 2, and I have set my availability to available. Joe, have you made yourself available?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I'll try starting a connection to you. And there we are. So it would probably be a little hard for you to see, but the keys were moving at the other end. Joe, could you play a few notes back to us? Okay, thank you. So I understand that there's a lovely child there who happens to have your genes, who's going to play for us today.
Well, she's actually wearing a dress today, George. But yes. So yes, my daughter Megan is here, and she's going to act as our test subject for the experiment today.
Okay, thank you. Megan, were you able to hear that round of applause that you just got?
Yes.
Excellent. So I wanted you to demonstrate for everybody here at my end the fact that our pianos are connected and all the notes can play. I taught you a new Italian term just before we got to the audience here this morning called the glissando. Can you still remember how to perform a glissando for me? Excellent. Now, do you have your left and right feet on the left and right pedals down there?
Yep.
Okay, and if you want to stand and see it, you're welcome to. Go ahead and move the pedals up and down. Would you do that for me? Thank you. So I think we're in good communication with each other. What are you going to play for us today?
Minuet in G.
Okay. Well, we would love to hear it. Would you play it? we won't spend too much time on the piece, but I thought I would ask you if you would do a couple of things for me. Would you mind playing for me the first four measures again? And what I like about your playing is the fact that you've made such a nice difference in dynamics between the first two measures and the second two measures. That was very effective. You're welcome. Would you play that first loud measure again, but just don't play the first note loud. Maybe do a little crescendo off of the first note. Could you do that? So that's one way that you can be loud and not start with a bump. So that would be a suggestion that I have for you. On the second page, the second part of the piece, could you play that maybe 8 measures for us really slowly? Good. Now can you play it faster? Okay, good. So we're able to get all sorts of changes happening just through normal discussion, and we can hear differences here on the piano. In talking with you yesterday, I was rather delighted to find out that you seem to know pretty much a lot about how to read music and key signatures and various things like that. I'd like to switch over to this little module here called Classroom Maestro. And Joe, do you have that switched over at your end?
Just switched over, George. All set.
Okay. So it's a little bit silly for me to ask you some basic questions like this, because I know you already know the answer, but this is more for the illustration of our audience here. Can you tell me what the name of this note is?
D, F natural.
Excellent. And why don't you step on your middle pedal there, and we're going to freeze the microphone on, since we're just going to be playing some single notes here.
Middle pedal.
So, yes, and down here, this note is what?
D.
D. And if we wanted to, we could even turn on an analysis here and verify that. Now, you told me that you knew a lot about chords yesterday. What would be the name of this chord?
A G chord.
Yes. And there's the analysis for that. But in any case, what we have is an interactive sort of blackboard that we can use to facilitate musical discourse. Well, thank you, Megan, for your willingness to play for us today and to test things out. Do you get to go right home, or are you being sent to school for the day?
I need to go to school.
Okay. Well, I hope that you were able to tell everybody at school that you played 2 pianos at the same time, and that you did it over the internet. I bet there aren't too many people at your school who've done that. Okay, well, thank you very much, Megan. We'll see you.